Yo, Big Kish back up in here. Today we are going over this video brought to us by Fantastic Hip Hop, which reads, while Lil Wayne ended the Kendrick beef and Drake hates him for it. He's going to hate him for a while. I'm surprised Drake didn't unfollow Lil Wayne by now. Because we already seen the video with him and Skip Bayless, but we just want to get a different perspective of how Fantastic Hip Hop give it up. We also going to be reacting to some other people to see what their reactions is as well, because that was something big right there. That was something big, and that's what I was expecting for Wayne to do in the beginning. I was expecting for him to do it, but he was capping. I read the comments. I know y'all know. Look, we here. We all knew Wayne was capping. You know what I mean? It was like a forced thing. You know, they put his grandfather sweater on and all of that. But yeah, we about to get into this video, y'all. Y'all know I'm like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
Now, just when it seemed like we understood how every major player in hip-hop felt about each other after the most significant beef we have seen in decades, Lil Wayne once again came out and made comments about Kendrick Lamar, him getting the Super Bowl halftime show, and even what Kendrick said about Lil Wayne on the intro track to his album GNX Whacked Out Murals, which everyone perceived as a diss. And now what's clear is that Lil Wayne has came out and talked about what is the most pivotal situation on the horizon in rap music right now.
I wonder if, hey look, we gonna see if Fantastic Hip Hop caught the cap. I wonder if he caught it, or did he let me hurry up and push this video out. We gonna see if he caught it. Let's get it.
Over everything else, Drake is livid at the man who he once called his idol. But now, before we get any further into this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out.
Leave that like.
And so
subscribe.
Now, with what has went down with Lil Wayne, Kendrick Lamar, and also as a result Drake, because he is directly affected by this. All starts with Lil Wayne hopping on none other than Skip Bayless's podcast, which important to note here for those who don't know, Wayne and Skip are surprisingly great friends. And on this pod, as these two were talking about where their two fields will be coming together more than they ever have. In, of course, the Super Bowl and the halftime show, which is not just in Wayne's own city of New Orleans, but is featuring an entire MC playing the whole thing. Even in this era where most journalists are scared to ask the actual hard-hitting questions we want to know, Skip went out in this moment and asked Wayne what we all wanted to hear. As he straight up asked him to explain Kendrick's lyrics, used to bump the Carter 3, held my rolly chain proud, irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. And when Skip asked Wayne to help him out here, Wayne responded saying, that's my first time hearing it, but I think he's a fan. I'm a fan of his music. I think he meant he saw what everyone else saw. He saw how much it meant to me, and I think that's all he meant. So he didn't let me down. It ain't like he can control it or nothing, and I've also spoken to him and wished him all of the best. And then after this, Skip asked Weezy, since he and Kendrick spoke, did he say anything to enlighten you about these bars specifically? To which Wayne said no. There was no explanation on him that was needed for that. And so now with all of this, there is a lot.
Fantastic Hip Hop picked it up. He caught it. I mean, you had to catch it. It was like, yo, you can't lie to us, bro. We're like, yo, we're not slow.
To unpack here that is going to have major implications on every single MC involved here, because with what Wayne just said, first off, completely goes against the post we saw from him not even a full 24 hours after GNX dropped, where he was of course reacting to his name drop on the album like he got full on dissed by Kendrick Lamar, and then of course said that he was going to show just how much of a monster he really is as an MC for being treated the way he has, which immediately made the situation with him and Kendrick look like it may end up in a full-fledged back and forth. And this was only further fueled by people like Joe Budden and others in the industry that said Wayne even went as far to get in the booth after he heard Kendrick diss him and recorded something which people thought was going to be a full-on diss track that would release inevitably. But now, despite all of that, with what Wayne is saying here, he's going on to say that he hasn't even heard what Kendrick said about him on Whacked Out Murals, and that most importantly to everything, he and Kendrick got on the phone and they talked about whatever this misunderstanding was and seemingly settled the confusion.
What they doing talking, it makes no sense. Yeah, I never heard that before. That's my first time hearing it. So what do you and Dot talking about? What y'all talking about? Oh, so y'all been chopping it up all the time? None of it makes sense, bro.
Because from his very own words, Wayne is saying he is a fan of Kendrick and wants him to have a great performance. So overall, while the context and way these events have changed so rapidly seems very confusing, and some people even think Lil Wayne is backtracking here because just like so many other rappers, he's scared of Kendrick Lamar once he realized what he's actually up against. Bigger than all of this, what really seems to be the situation here is that when it comes to Lil Wayne right now, something is clearly wrong behind the scenes, and when you piece everything together, you will see that there is no one else to blame other than his current manager, who first off has no experience as a manager and was a studio engineer before getting control of Lil.
This is why I like to get perspectives from other channels. No matter if the topic, we already went over the topic. I didn't know none of this. I knew Wayne had new management, but looking at the picture of the guy, it's like, damn, this who Wayne is with? Hold on, let's get it. Hold on. Look, check it out. I don't know this guy. And then Fantastic Hip Hop, he went and did some research on it. Said, dude ain't used to being no manager. He's just like, yo, who is this? Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all know him. I never seen this guy.
Manager, who first off has no experience as a manager and was a studio engineer before getting control of Lil Wayne's entire brand. And ever since Kendrick was announced to be the Super Bowl headliner, if you follow the events along from what he posted directly about him being mad at Kendrick, to just knowing the way the business of all of this is handled, which oftentimes ends up having representatives speaking on artists' behalf, even on their social media pages. Again, while this situation is so confusing, it's clear that this manager for Wayne has done nothing but make his career more chaotic since he got the job. Because again, if the first time we are seeing Wayne just speak unfiltered and directly is on this podcast with Skip Bayless, who again is one of his best friends, it really seems unlikely that he is just straight up lying to somebody who he's so close with. And when you see this and also know that Lil Wayne is notorious for just not keeping up with anything that goes on in the music industry and in hip-hop, as again, all we have to do is just go back to that classic example of him thinking that 21 Savage was a band to see just how out of the loop Wayne has been with the current state of the entire culture.
Damn.
Overall, what really seems like happened here is that Lil Wayne was just told by his manager and others around him that Kendrick Lamar dissed him. And Wayne probably didn't even listen to GNX and maybe even never heard that bar about him directly. And because of all of this, Wayne was just so out of the loop because his team pushed him in the wrong direction without actually giving him the proper facts, which he obviously didn't go out of his way to dig for. And this would make sense why Wayne has a completely different energy about Kendrick.
Do y'all think Wayne is so deep into contracts and shit? Now he been rapping since he was 7, 8, 9, whatever. Do y'all think that he want to break from rap and hip hop and he can't? Because I be thinking some of these artists be so tied into these contracts that they really can't just be like, oh, I'm chilling today. I feel like they can't do that. You know what I mean? So I was like, damn. I was thinking like, damn, do Wayne want to break and he can't, and he has to take a break mentally from what's going on around him? Like, yeah, man, I don't, just give me the lyrics so I can rap them. All right, what's the lyrics to this song? I don't, that's what it seemed like, man. He got those vibes.
Kendrick Lamar than the actions we saw online. But now with this entire situation between Wayne and Kendrick, even while this seems to be the truth, there are just too many unknown factors to really say if this is 100% what's going on. But what we can say is definitive from this situation is that Lil Wayne sitting down with his friend Skip and saying that there is no beef between him and Kendrick and that he is 100% a fan of him and wishes him the best for the Super Bowl, is that when it comes to Drake, while it's been so confusing to figure out where everyone in the rap game stands with him as a whole, what's apparent is that in this time where Drake's career in almost every single sense of the word has been in shambles and ruined because of what Kendrick Lamar directly did to him. And even in that beef, Wayne was directly mentioned by Kendrick, as he pointed out how Drake has even portrayed his own mentor over the years. That in this time altogether where Drake has needed somebody to check him out of the game and try and save whatever is left of his career and really the entire Young Money name, and seemingly with the Super Bowl, this put Lil Wayne directly in that position because he seemed livid about not getting the call to play at this event, of course. Now, even after all of this and all of the months that have passed since Drake and Kendrick, Lil Wayne is yet to speak out on not just this situation, which despite the fact that Wayne is not tapped in with a lot of things in hip-hop, considering how commanding of a cultural event this beef was, and also knowing that he has heard songs like Not Like Us as he chanted this in a performance over and over again, he definitely was aware of what was going on between the two most watched rappers on the planet, which really only means that overall now things have become even worse for Drake. Because to not defend or show any ounce of support or respect to Drake, meanwhile with Kendrick Lamar, and even after Kendrick got the call to play at the halftime show over Wayne, which even if Wayne was not mad at Kendrick, overall he was still mad that he was not the one performing. All in all, the one thing clear from this situation is that after all the speculation and wonder, Young Money as a whole may have turned on Drake, because now with Lil Wayne, who seemingly has done nothing to help Drake, and after Wayne has now directly come out and pretty much gave Kendrick his stamp of approval to go crazy when performing at the event where everyone is waiting to hear him play the song that ended Drake's career, and of course Not Like Us, you would imagine that Drake is livid, and despite how he has tried to get Wayne back on—
That was his, bruh, believe it or not, that was a stamp of approval. Lil Wayne did, that's a stamp of approval. I told him to kill, you better kill that shit, nigga. You better kill that shit. You better kill the Not Like Us song, which is killing Drake. You approved your man to get bodied some more. Damn, Birdie's bonding, boy. Lil Wayne approved for Kendrick to body Drake at the NFL halftime show. You better kill that shit. Listen, man, yo, he just approved for you to get bodied, boy. Birdie's bond.
On his side by trying to praise him for months over and over again. Now it seems like we won't even see cringy social media posts where Drake is trying to act like they are closer than they really are. Because seemingly whether Lil Wayne has realized what he's doing or not, he has sent the message about how he's really feeling and where his loyalty lies. And again, when you look at where Drake may stand with other Young Money members like Nicki Minaj, which again, after Drake has spent more time working and supporting new female MCs, who directly have beef with Nicki, which we see with someone like Lotto, again, seems to be sending another bad message. Because Drake seems to be perfectly fine running around and supporting somebody who is trying to take Nicki's throne. And so overall, when it comes to this moment from Wayne and everything surrounding it, what is most clear about this very confusing situation is that things between Wayne and Drake are just getting worse. As this moment in time where the biggest stars in the game have never been more at odds keeps going on, and for Drake, from his perspective, with now the—
It's about to come out, y'all. It's about to come out. Somebody gonna get extremely angry. I say Nicki Minaj, somebody gonna come out and be like, we don't fuck with Drake. I'm sick of acting. I'm sick of keeping this a secret all for Birdman. No, we been stop fucking with Drake. I'm telling you, it's about to come out. Word is bonding, boy.
Last actual talented and gifted MC who it seemed like was against Kendrick is now supporting the very moment that you're terrified of, and that's gonna ruin your reputation more than it already has been, which of course is gonna be when Lamar plays Not Like Us for over 100 million people sitting at home. If Drake has any ounce of any sort of respect left, which while when it comes to making good music, we know he doesn't, but when it comes to calling out people who he has beef with, just seems to be something that he is enjoying more with each
great music, we know he doesn't.
week that passes. All in all, while Drake and Wayne being at odds is something that most people would have never predicted, and seeing a mentor-mentee relationship end like this is just so shocking. Overall, if Wayne is going to go this far to vouch for the guy where in this time has been the one who has been responsible to take some of the biggest moments he could have gotten in his entire career away from him, meanwhile he has still been quiet about supporting Drake. And at the same time, Drake has now seen Wayne support what could be the symbolic finale to his downfall before entering actual irrelevancy compared to the level of stardom he was once at. Altogether, Wayne has now just taken Drake's career and left it in a state where it is even weaker than it was before, which is of course saying a lot, because the respect Wayne brings to hip-hop as a whole has really protected Drake's reputation from a lot of negativity and backlash over the years. But if Wayne is now giving Kendrick the green light to just do everything he wants to at the Super Bowl, it is really over for Drake, and while with something this major and career-shaking for him, I don't even know how you begin to address this and move forward from here. And when it comes to Drake ever opening up about this, I don't think we will see it until we get an actual project from him. At the end of the day, with Wayne choosing Kendrick over Drake in front of all of us, we are seeing more than ever that this downfall from Drake is not because of this big industry plan against him, but it's just because, like so many other rappers, Wayne has felt betrayed by him over the years, not just for what Kendrick said on Not Like Us, but probably for so much more that we don't even know. And again, while this situation is just so complicated that we really don't have all the information to piece it all together, at this point, while we don't know what the full extent of how bad things between Drake and Wayne are, what we do know is that Drake just lost his last line of defense when it came to Kendrick Lamar fully humiliating his entire image like we have never seen. And so now with all this said, let me know. What do you think about this entire situation and where all these MCs stand, and how do you feel Drake is going to end up responding
Hey, I already, yeah.
Responding to his idol giving
Yeah, how do y'all feel what Drake is going to, like, what you think Drake is going to say after all of this? Because we only not even 24 hours in. We 24 hours in. So we need to give Drake time to reach, like, yo, what is he going to say? Who is he going to unfollow? Because you know he real catty. He can't just let this go by. Well, like, is he going to be quiet? Like, wow. And we know Wayne heard that verse, but beyond that, he gave Drake the stamp. He gave Kendrick the stamp of approval. He said, yeah, man, you better kill that shit. What's the main joint he gonna be rapping? Not like us, TV off. And come to find out, TV off is about Wayne. So, bruh, Drake, he just bodied you and your boss and made your boss come approve the body. God dang. This dude's a boogeyman for real. He's the candy man for real. Y'all think it's sweet? Nah. Damn. This is diabolical work. This is diabolical work. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments section. I can't even speak right. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Subscribe. Hey, if you want to become a member of the channel, the link is in the description. You want to be a part of the Get It gang. Let's get it. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Big Kish signing out. I'm going, y'all.